Check, check, 1, 2. Ooh, that is all up in my face. Okay, so that. What's going on, YouTube? This is LA Prepper, and today we're going to be promoting Uncle Al's recent video. Let me... Oh, this is going to be a little complicated. I got to do a few things here. First, we're going to do this. Huh. Hey, I thought you had stuff to do, Inspired. You're supposed to be busy. What's up, Jerry? All right, give me a quick moment while I do some finagling. I'm still getting used to how to edit live streams. In fact, one of these days I will do a video on how to edit info in your live stream. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the easiest thing. So we're going to go to Creator Studio, live streaming. Click on the name of the live stream. Then we're going to go on the top left where it says info and settings. Video promotion, link in description. We'll put the link in the description. Watch this video so I can win a knife. I'm not just doing this video so I can win a knife. I'm also doing this video to promote Uncle Al. And I'm doing this video to kill a little bit of time before I head out to a client's house to put together, what's up, Jorn? Put together a couch. I'm going to drive half an hour out, put together a couch, and drive half an hour back. Oh, well. I actually just went out and did some work for them on, was it Wednesday? Monday? By the way, it must be the evening over there, Jorn, in Sweden, right? What time is it in Sweden? It's probably, let's see, Scotland is 8 hours ahead, so you're probably like 10 hours ahead, give or take. 6:24, so let's see. 6 is 18, we're 9. Oh, you're 9 hours ahead, okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, my buddy's over in Edinburgh. It's the only reason I know Edinburgh is 9 hours ahead. 18:24, 24-hour clock business. You Europeans and your fancy 24 hours in a day. We only have 2 sets of 12 hours in a day, America. We can't afford 24 hours a day. We can only afford 2 batches of 12 hours. How to edit for dummies. Shit, yeah, don't edit. That's the trick. Don't edit your videos. Then you don't have to worry about how to edit them. My computer is a dinosaur, and if I wanted to edit a 30-minute video, it would probably take an hour, maybe not an hour, but it'd take about 30 minutes to render it. Render being when it saves your track into the video file, because you have your pictures and your audio and your effects. You know, I think, come to think of it, Jerry, I think I might actually have a video on that. Hold on. I might have done a video on that freaking like a year ago. The thing is, it's so hard to check through all your videos, right? God, do I have a video on that? Hold on, let me look for it right now. Okay, I do have a video on it. One step ahead of you, player. I am one step ahead of you. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I want to grow to like 100,000 subs at some point, I might have to edit videos. You know, I don't know. You see these YouTube channels with like Canadian Prepper. Canadian Prepper edits all his videos, all his thumbnails are super produced. You know, at some point in the future I will buy a more expensive computer. Probably. I keep telling myself this. Because just like my 3D printer software, to slice the program or to slice the file, when you want to print something, you have to You design it in CAD, you save it as an STL file, and then you slice it so the printer knows how to build every slice. My computer is so old, the slicer, like I'll click on something and then I'll have to wait for the menu to pop up. Like it's really bad. So what's up, Diebulfrog? At first I thought I was gonna do it, get a better computer for video games, but I don't really play games as much anymore, kind of a waste of time. But I wouldn't mind doing like a little bit of editing in some videos here and there because I think it's cool. Like I'd love to put pictures up and links up and do some picture in picture or video in video. I think that'd be really fun. But for the moment, just and it's not like you have to wait at your computer while it renders. But if I'm rendering a video for an hour, I can't live stream. I can't really use any other software that needs any amount of processing power. So it kind of limits like what I can do with my computer. I sort of have to hit render and then go do something else for an hour because my computer's like chugging to try to render it. Anyways, yeah, Canadian Prepper has. I can't even sub to his channel because he just has like $100, $200 things that he's testing like every single day. Oh, here's $100 pack. Here's $100 knife. Here's a $200 giant wood saw. Like, well, that's nice, but I don't have $1,000 a week to throw at gear, dude. Like, who are you making videos for? People that have 100,000 subs that get sponsored? Like, I don't, I don't. If you have that much money, buy 100 acres in Canada and stop worrying about prepping so much. Like, Christ, you don't need $10,000 a gear. You need $10,000 of land. That's my opinion. That's why I don't go out and buy expensive stuff. That's kind of why I made the video about um, prepping with or how to bug out with the plane. I actually called the local airport because I'm kind of thinking about what it would be like to commute to work with a plane. So if I lived like an hour and a half away, granted, I don't know if I want to commute 3 hours a day, but like say I lived an hour away by plane, I'd much rather fly to work than have to drive to work. Yeah, medical, costs are, life is expensive, rent's expensive, mortgages are expensive, medical bills are expensive, insurance is expensive. Everything costs goddamn money. Everything costs money. That's why part of my long-term plan is to have a few rental units so I can have other people stressing about how they're going to pay me rent rather than me stressing about how I'm going to pay somebody else rent. Don't need a blow dryer on the plane. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I've ever blow dried my hair in my entire life. 500 sub giveaway. What do I have to do to get into your 500 sub giveaway? Wow, $1,000 box. That's a lot of stuff. I guess I could probably watch your video, which would explain what I need to do to get into your giveaway. Jerry. I definitely need to watch your VR for firearms. Fire It Up Friday. Oh, is Friday a fire day? I have to admit, I'm a big fan. Just like, share, subscribe for 2 chances and you can make a VR. Okay. I'm a big fan of alliteration myself. I haven't done a Survivalism Sunday this week or last week. In fact, speaking of the weekend, I might be going on a hike and touring a mine on Saturday. In fact, let me double check the meetup on that. I haven't been spelunking or exploring a mine in forever. I can't even remember the last time I explored a mine, but I'm a big fan of the underground. Did send, in fact, I recently, not to give away too many top secrets about my future, but I recently was looking at some pre-made concrete pieces for a tunnel that a certain prolific tunneler in Los Angeles is working at. They they dig the tunnel and then the machine brings in a piece and it goes doop 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 and then doop 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 and then it digs a little more and goes doop 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 gonna dig a little more. Thousands of coal mines. Very cool. Very cool. Diebulfrog, if you want to come on the hike, if you're up for it's only like a 2-mile hike. If you're up for it, I will send you the link. In fact, I'll send you the link for the meetup anyways. Whether or not you want to come join, that's totally up to you. But and if you need me to hold your hand while we're in the mine, if your eyesight's still not 100%, I will hold your hand, Uncle Al, to help you navigate through the mine. Oh, I don't really want to open that email right now. Damn it. Well, I guess I don't have a choice. Tell you what I will do. Okay, it's all right. But maybe in the future, Uncle Al. Maybe in the future you can join me on a meetup for a hike in the mine. And if you guys haven't checked out Uncle Al's video, go up to the top of the stream, and there is a link to a video. And Uncle Al's talking about some knives, some cool knives. Go check it out. We're trying to get him some more views and some more subs. You know, your Uncle Al, you were talking about your here, okay, so big. If you want to check out the meetup, Uncle Al, look for trying to see where you'd want to search. Let me look at the map real quick. Okay, the hike is up in Angeles National Forest. You do, and actually, let me see here. Visalia. Where is Visalia? Come on, I know it's around here somewhere. Why am I having a problem finding? Oh, wow, holy crap. You're a little further away than I thought. I forgot Visalia was so far north. You're like 206, you're 216 miles away. Well, kind of a long drive. About a 3.5-hour drive. Not the funnest drive in the world. Plus you need like a day pass, like a $5 day pass. Yeah. Anyways, but Bighorn Mine is the location of the mine. Oh well, yeah, I forgot you're kind of far away. Anyways, if any of y'all are ever looking for like stuff to do in your area, I would highly recommend you check out meetup.com. Doesn't have to be prepping outdoor related, you know, it could be doing yoga with your dog or rock climbing or wine tasting or walking. And don't, whatever reason you think you wouldn't make friends with people, throw that bullshit out the window. If it's I'm of this group or I'm of this type or I only like this or I'm only into that, whatever type of person you are, whatever you're interested in, I guarantee there's a meetup for you. There's a meetup for everything. Granted, if you live in a smaller community, there's not going to be like tons and tons of meetups, but you might be able to hit up one in a city like 30 minutes away or something like that. So I encourage everyone to okay, yeah, Sequoia Park. Yeah, Sequoia National Forest. You are right next door to Sequoia National Forest, aren't you? But I encourage everyone, you know, to kind of get out of your comfort zone, go meet people, just go share, you know, share your life, share in the magic of existence. You know, it's really easy to kind of stay home most of the time and dick around on a computer and, you know, browse Reddit or browse the internet, watch YouTube videos. But if all of your videos are you, and I'm not picking on anyone particular here, but if all of your videos are you like inside, you know, in front of the camera, you got to try to get out more. Just being outside, being in the sunlight, go for a walk, go in your backyard. Um, I just I feel really strongly that people need to like get up and get out and really enjoy life. And I understand people have different physical abilities regarding being up and active and on your feet and stuff like that. But I think that it's either use it or lose it, right? So if the more you sit down, the more you kind of stay sedentary. I think it tends to encourage a sedentary life. Um, Granted, it might hurt when you get up and walk around, or could be difficult for different people for different reasons. But that's my uh, that's my advice: is try to get up and be active and get your blood pumping, and you know, see just even a walk around the block. You know, just take a walk around the block, even for security reasons. Like I love to walk up and down my street. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's some people dealing. I'm pretty sure there's people like dealing drugs that live up the street from me, and the only thing that, in fact, the other day I saw somebody throw a gang sign. I don't know if you know what that is. I don't know if that's like West Side or 13 or something, but there was like a guy sitting on a curb, and then a car drove by and threw the sign at him. I'm like, please, not in my damn neighborhood. I do not need gangbangers doing gang stuff in my neighborhood. I don't need to be part of a drive-by. But I don't really personally care that much about people dealing in my neighborhood. It makes me nervous because if they see me walking by, then like people dealing stuff don't want witnesses, right? So if I keep seeing the same people getting into different cars every other night or like a few times a week, that that puts me at risk, even just being there watching it. Even if I never say anything, even if I don't call the police, it still puts me at risk because you don't know like what they're doing, what they're crazy. In fact, the straw that broke the camel's back on me thinking that my neighbors are dealing a few houses down the street are dealing shit is that there was a few weeks ago, or a month ago, there was this lady waiting in front of the apartment complex screaming her freaking head off like da 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 freaking here, screaming into her phone. And I was like, why is this lady screaming out of the top of her on the top of her lungs at her phone? And the only thing I could think was her man cheated on her. She's waiting to get picked up for work, or she's trying to score some drugs and she's in withdrawal and she doesn't have drugs. Yeah, I don't think she was a hooker though, because I just don't think she didn't strike. She looked like she was in withdrawal. She looked like she was in withdrawal, had been was the type of person that was like always on drugs, and then she was looking for a fix, and the guy wasn't there, and she wanted her fix, and she was just flipping out. And then she kind of saw me walking, and she tried to act like everything was cool, and I was just like, I walked in the street, like past her. I didn't even want to walk next to her because just no, no contact, no contact, not my business. Be as crazy as you want, just not in front of my apartment complex. So last meet, I was surrounded by want-to-be preppers and a few trans. The trans were okay, but the bees drive me. Trans? You mean transsexual, or do you mean trans as in something else? Trans prepper? What's it? I'm sure there are transsexual preppers. I don't care what kind of clothes you wear, what you think you are, or who you like to play with between the sheets. Personally, in fact, come to think of it, you really don't see. Okay, you really don't see a lot of like transsexual preppers, gay prepping, lesbian prepping, gender queer prepping. Like that would be kind of, not to say like you need to prep differently if you are of a non, binary gender, if you're gender fluid or any of that stuff. But that would be, it makes me want to like, I'm going to do some homework. I'm going to search for like gay prepper, trans preppers, and just to see like if there's what the LGBT prepping community exists, what's out there. Really, I think that's really interesting. You know, there's so many different groups of preppers. You could have like old preppers, young preppers, you know, new preppers, experienced preppers. I think there's a lot of potential for a lot of different a breeder. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, I think breeder is the term that some homosexual people use to like as a pejorative term towards standard gendered people, cisgender. Anyway. Oh, I got a phone call. I think I need to take. Hold on. Good morning, this is Paul. How can I help you? Sorry about that. Had to take a call. Well, I didn't have to take the call, but I thought I might have had to take the call. I was actually just watching a video on different races of aliens last night. Just something to watch before I went to bed. Um, just save this number real quick. If you want a little bit of free life advice, never wait for other people to get back to you. That's a loser way to get ahead in life. If you want to make things happen, pick up the phone and make a call. I was not this, you know, this guy's not a loser. He was just busy, but he had some follow up questions for me, and it was a call from the Russians. Da, привет, как дела? Да, пожалуйста, да, пожалуйста, пока. That's how a call in Russian would go. Anyway, used to have a Ukrainian girlfriend. That's the only reason I know any amount of Russian whatsoever. But so I talked to this guy last Friday, and he said I want to follow up with you next week and clarify a couple things. So instead of waiting for him to get back to me, what I did was I called him, left a voicemail, said, "Hey, what's up? Want to see what's going on? You know, get back to me." And he just called me back. So I could have gone the whole week not getting back to this guy. I could have not called him back yesterday. I could have not called, you know, picked up the phone today or whatever. And especially like when you're at the end of the week, if I didn't call him this week, then it would have been next week, and then it would have been a week delay. Never, no matter what you're doing in life, even if someone says, I'll get back to you, I'll get right on that, it only takes 24 to 48 hours for XYZ to get processed, just put a little note in your file, put follow up with this person, you know, however long, give the person however much time they say it's going to take. If they say, I want to talk to you next Thursday, don't call them next Wednesday and say, oh, I just wanted to get a jump, you know, unless it's like really urgent. If someone wants 24 hours, give them 24 hours. If they want a week, give them a week. Now, on day 8, call them. You know, so give people trust but verify, right? So trust that they'll take a week, and if after it takes a week, you know, get into what is this guy? Sorry, I have a client. I'm going to meet a client at 10:30, and he's like, 10:30 question mark? Yeah, 10:30. I'm only trying to do 5 different things at once right now, like a typical Californian, typical millennial, Gen Xer, technology person. Aliens again. I would love to meet an alien as long as it wasn't like one of those damn Greys or reptilians. You know, maybe a Pleiadian or someone a little more friendly. Um, and to be honest, and let me know what you guys think about this, but I think ultimately, as humans go into space and become more interplanetary, I do believe that I personally believe. Oh my gosh! Please, I believe we've been visited, not because I have any evidence or because I necessarily believe anyone's testimony over someone else, but the way I look at it, you know, the galaxy is so huge, right? And humans typically project um, their own experience. So, for example, if you're a caveman and you saw someone driving up in a car, it would blow your mind because you're living like a caveman and you've never seen a car or an engine or anything like that, right? It would totally blow your mind. Same thing for us. If we saw a spaceship just hovering completely silently, anti gravity technology, whatever, it would blow our minds. Whereas the people in the spaceship would think, look at those cavemen and look at how they react to our spaceship. So a few hundred years or a few thousand years or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of years obviously makes an enormous difference in technology. So I think there's definitely other life form in the universe or galaxy or, whatever. Whether or not they visited us, who knows? But the chance that they've evolved to a point where they have at least some type of interplanetary space travel, maybe not faster than light. That's physics is a little sketchy on that. You got to go kind of crazy to get faster than light unless you like compress space and then you're technically traveling faster than light, but moving from like you're not moving through space, you're moving from A to B. So your average speed is faster than light, but you're not like traveling faster than light. Semantics kind of, but the point being, the odds that there are other intelligent beings that can travel through space, I think, are pretty high. And if I was an intelligent being who wanted to travel through space, I would completely be interested in going around and looking at other species that have not traveled through space. Just like as soon as we invented ships, we crossed the ocean and we explored all the lands in the country and met all the indigenous peoples that all had, varying levels of technology, right? So, oh God, I got to call this guy back, deal with the thing. Maybe I'll call him on the road, I guess. Crap, I don't have a wireless headset. That's aggravating. I'm trying to get, he's from a temp company and I'm trying to get an interview with this company, but he's like, well, have you got feedback from this other company you've talked to? Like, well, yeah, but they haven't hired me yet. So as long as I'm not hired, I want to move forward on all avenues that are interested in me. Um, you know, who knows? Just kind of frustrating. But I guess it's good to be frustrated by having people somewhat interested in me for a job. I actually had an interview yesterday for a job in Idaho that I did okay on the interview. I was giving the HR lady a little bit of lip because she was trying to tell me that a bonus and a pay increase are the same thing. And I was like, no, actually, they're not the same thing. And you're in HR and you should kind of understand. I tried to be polite about it, but I think I came off like just eensy bit standoffish. I tried to recover, best I could, but a bonus and a hourly pay increase or a salary increase are not the same thing. And if you don't understand that, you probably shouldn't be working in HR. Not that I've ever had a very high opinion of people that work in HR in general, but bonuses are what you do to keep salaries low. You give somebody a bonus and then you can keep paying them the low salary. Higher salaries cost the company more money because then everyone is at that level. You can't usually you won't bump people down. But yeah, I canceled my Netflix. They made a few moves with people that they were hiring that I didn't approve of. So I said, goodbye, Netflix. I don't want to deal with you. Damn, I gotta make a call. I gotta jump in the shower. I gotta get ready to go put together this couch for a client. But Diebulfrog, I'm gonna work on doing some more live streams to promote that video. As you can tell, I don't often get a lot of views on my live stream, but I'm not really the type to be like pushing content on other people's live streams. Although I'll certainly ask if I'm on a live stream later today. I'll just ask, hey, can I push a video for a friend of mine? It's kind of shameless, but you know, to try to get you to 200 subs and of course or 200 views anyways. And of course the other tricky part is unless somebody watches your video says that LA Prepper sent me, kind of hard to tell, like, whether or not, I mean, it's not always about views and stuff like that, but I might, maybe what I'll do, Diebulfrog, is I could do a video on how to grow your channel. I have a few tips and tricks for how to grow your channel, from what your title is, to your keywords, to your description, to doing live streams. In fact, Diebulfrog, you really might want to think about doing live streams. Your webcam is more than quality enough, excuse me, to do live streams. So I would, I mean, you don't have to, but oh my gosh, what now? New voice. Geez, I'm just blowing up this morning. Very uncharacteristic of me. I usually have my phone on vibrate, to be honest. I'm always missing calls. All right, guys. So before I leave, I want to give you a homework assignment. Today, I want you to shoot a video and get out of the house. You have to shoot a video outside. It can be about anything, but you have to be outside and shoot a video. Okay? That's your homework assignment. You have 24 hours, let's say till the end of day. You have till the end of day to shoot one video outdoors. You don't have to say it's a VR to me. That's fine. You can make it about whatever you want. But get outside, get some sun, get some Shadow Commando. Get outside, get some sun, shoot a video, enjoy life, and of course, like, comment, subscribe, and keep prepping. See you next time, YouTube. Thanks for stopping by.